Day 2 of the Pemi-Loop adventure. The Guyot tent site was wonderful. It's got one of the best shelters I've ever seen, though I didn't use it. Lots of thru hikers stopped, as well as some weekend warriors like me. And just overall, a great night. I even got much better sleep than I usually do on the first night in the hammock. However, as you can tell by my breathing, the climb back out is a pain. Fortunately, from what I've seen, the ridgeline ascent over to Guyot is not too bad. And I've heard good things about South Twin. So it's just a matter of trudging up this hill to get started. So come on, catch your breath and let's go do it. Well, and so it begins. Film it because I didn't have his permission or her permission. Somebody apparently couldn't make it to the shelter last night. They were literally laying down on a flat spot on the trail with their tent thrown over them like a blanket, and they were snoring away. Here's North Twin. Here's South Twin. North Twin is really there. Interesting day with all the clouds. I must see. I think that's the way we gotta go, actually. I think it's this way. Not too bad. From Guyot to here, it was pretty easy in some places, a little scrambly in others. And then the final ascent here was just a relentless up, wondering when it was going to end. And then suddenly it did, and we got these gorgeous views. Some people would say it would be better views if it wasn't so cloudy, but I think those clouds have a beauty of their own. So here the trail splits. We just came from South Twin. The Gale River Trail. Garfield campsite's 2.7 miles, but Galehead and the hut are this way, so it's about an extra 0.8 of a mile to grab Galehead and come back to here. So let's go check out the hut first. So it's 0.4 miles from the hut to the summit of Galehead, and then I have to come right back by here. So I stashed my pack at the hut, got my valuables with me, of course, got my GPS, got my phone, all that kind of stuff, and I'm just gonna see how fast I can do this without my pack, without all that extra weight. Summit of Galehead. It's as underwhelming as Zealand. Alright, topped off water at the hut, and I am on my way. 2.7 miles to Garfield Hut, which will put me there right about 1 p.m. At that point, I gotta make the call whether I'm going on or whether I am stopping there for the day. If I haven't heard from my buddies, well, then I'm stopping for the day. Gotta watch where I'm putting my feet. It's very wet here, and a lot of sloping slabs. Not terribly steep, but steep enough that I gotta watch what I'm doing. Alright, well, that away. At the base of the final push up to Garfield. The thing that I've heard about this particular section is it's very wet. There are lots of water seeps, and there are sections where you're boulder scrambling over wet rock. So I'm gonna have to stop before there so that I can secure for amphibious operations, because I'm going to get wet. At least that's what I've been told. This is the beginning of the waterfall that you have to climb up. Then again, maybe not. I don't know. It. It was kind of a letdown after all I've heard about it. We will see. This looks a little more like what I was expecting. The rocks are really loose. And of course wet, because I'm hiking up a waterfall. But really not that bad. You just gotta keep moving towards the dry areas and check your points of contact before you trust them. But it doesn't seem to be a very long section. But it is very steep. Of course, check your handholds before you trust them. I wish I had brought my head mount so that I had all my hands free for this and could still film. But while it's slowing me down dramatically to film, I don't think it's putting me in any danger. And that's not the trail, that is. It was interesting. It was challenging. But I think it may have been overhyped. Well, it's decision time. There's the trail to the Garfield Ridge campsite. There's the water for the campsite. And there's a trail to the summit of Garfield. It is supposed to rain pretty much all day tomorrow. And my friends have said if it's gonna rain, they don't want to come. And I don't blame them. It's supposed to rain all day, all night. It's just gonna be a miserable time for them. So, the question is, do I stop here for the day? Or do I keep going? Find out next time.